put my number out on her page that got 10 million followers. She did that. Putting everybody in our business, letting them know that me and Pap was together.
Black women have been roasting Claressa Shields all through the holidays, and it's been messy. Why? Because on Christmas Day, people noticed Pap was nowhere to be seen with her. Instantly, social media started buzzing, saying he was spending the holiday with his youngest daughter and Remy.
Alrighty, y'all. So Claressa Shields is everywhere right now doing press because you know she has that fight this weekend, this Saturday with Lonnie Daniels, happening in Detroit. Now this fight, all her fights are a big deal, but this one is special because Claressa has not fought in Detroit since turning pro. She's gonna walk out.
She haven't?
But Claressa wasn't having it. She jumped online quick, saying that was all lies, claiming Pap actually spent Christmas with his mom and family instead. Now listen up, because this part hit a nerve. For all the women in their 20s, late 20s, even early 30s, if a man isn't spending the holidays with you and he's not deployed, not a first responder, not stuck working security or down at the airport, then guess what? That man is not your man. Nope, not even close. You might think you've got a relationship, but baby, you're either fooling yourself or caught in something toxic and messy. And here's where it gets even spicier. Let's be real specific. Pap is still married. Yeah, you heard that right. From what I've heard, that divorce between Pap and his wife Remy never got finalized. And that's problem number one, straight up. Ladies, please stop dealing with married men, especially the ones with pending paperwork and endless excuses. The type who say they're in the process but always need your help to get out of another situation, usually because they're broke or stuck. Believe me when I tell you, karma always comes back around. Always. Now, when you throw in multiple kids by multiple women, the whole thing turns into a straight-up circus. Nobody's on the same page, no peace, no unity, just drama. It's never some big, happy family. It's more like broken pieces taped together, a Frankenstein family if we're being real. And Remy, whew, her situation got wild too. That chatter about her and that guy from Philly, yeah, people haven't forgotten. Let's make this crystal clear. She's the one who cheated first. Remy cheated on Pap with the help. She took that battle rapper, cleaned him up, put him on payroll, and even spent holidays with him a few years back.
I am live as we speak. When I type things in, people don't understand. Turn that camera on, ugly, and tell your lies. Don't type your lies. Tell them. Speak while people talking to you and you read the comments. You can't keep up with them if you do that, right? I'll wait. I was just trying to get back with you yesterday.
You just said the other day you don't even deal with this lame no more.
Get back with what? I was laid up yesterday. Was I not laid up? Were we not laid up? Oh.
So after all that public embarrassment, Pap was supposed to just move on like nothing happened? That's when Claressa Shields entered the picture, and from the jump, I knew it wasn't going to end well for her. Why? Because she walked right into a storm. For one, dealing with a man who's still legally married, major red flag. And for two, Pap's whole situation screams chaos, unfinished business, public drama, and way too much mess. Claressa had no reason to make that public. Sorry, but Pap and Remy, both of them fumbled bad. Their only win was fooling everyone with that black love image that completely crumbled once the truth about the cheating came out. What a downfall. Nothing but bad decisions and worse optics. That whole power couple era is done for. Let's be real, Pap might know how to rap, sure, but let's not act like he ever had a major rap career. He's been hanging on to that freestyle moment from 106 in Park nearly 20 years ago. And newsflash, that clip ain't paying no bills today. It's wild that after all these years, that's still the biggest highlight attached to his name. And Remy, she dropped the ball big time too. She threw away her whole music career in the middle of her prime because of her own choices. Nobody forced that. She landed herself in jail, period. When she finally got out, it was like the game had passed her by. She spent years trying to jump back in like someone trying to catch the beat in a double dutch line, but it never really hit the same again. And now, adding more drama to the mix, her son ended up following in her footsteps, landing himself down at Rikers. That's some heartbreaking full circle stuff right there. Meanwhile, Claressa, whole different story. She's been stacking wins since she was a teenager, 2 Olympic gold medals back-to-back, undefeated across multiple weight classes, and nothing but pure dedication. That's real discipline, real sacrifice, and real success. Whether people vibe with her attitude or not doesn't matter. Her track record speaks loud. You don't win championships off popularity. You win with grind at heart. At some point, you gotta either put up or shut up, and Claressa has been putting in the work for years, no question about it. That's why from the start, I said I hated this whole situation for her. She doesn't have baby mama or baby daddy drama. She's not the type to get mixed up in messy relationship webs. Claressa is not one of those share your man kind of women. So when Pap and Remy's name started popping up next to hers, and suddenly she's tangled in their storyline like some tragic love and hip-hop plot, it was just sad to watch. It's disappointing because Claressa had no business even being around these people. These are folks who've been losing in love and life, trying to feed off a winner's energy. They want to ride her wave, take credit for her grind, her discipline, and her shine, but instead they're only dragging her down. And here's the harsh truth. Claressa is not a total victim here either, because she chose to step into this toxic mess. She knew Pap came with a whole history, wives, baby mamas, and unfinished business, and still got involved. So now she's caught in the same chaotic pattern too many women fall into, thinking they're somehow different or that their love will change the situation. But once you're in that mix, you're part of the drama, period. Like I've said for years, after baby mama number 1, every woman that follows has to face the truth and take accountability. The issue is too many walk into situations like this thinking they can win or that they're better than the others, when in reality, they're just believing lies wrapped in false hope. I have to say, it's wild seeing Claressa caught up in all this Remy and Pap foolishness. Like, really think about it. Can you even picture someone like Dominique Daves back in the day getting mixed up with a dude like Future? Absolutely not. That kind of move drags down your whole legacy. It's giving straight up Family Dollar energy, and I don't like it one bit because we're talking about a top-tier athlete here, a generational talent who should be celebrated, not tangled in messy relationship drama. What makes it worse is that they're out here playing in her face. Claressa just landed a massive $8 million deal in late 2025. That's the biggest of her entire career. That's huge. So major congrats to her, because she's been grinding for that level of respect and financial recognition since her Olympic days. She's always been a winner, but now the money was finally catching up to her achievements.
But then boom, here come the rumors. Reports started swirling that Pap might have gotten a $1.6 million cut from that deal. And if that's even halfway true, let's be real. It's very possible that those flashy gifts Claressa was showing off online might have come from that same pot of money. And at the same time, people started noticing Remy out shopping again, allegedly with Pap tagging along, and folks began connecting the dots. All roads seem to lead back to Claressa's bag. That's why people are saying she's being played right in public. And those accusations didn't just pop out of thin air, they blew up after this one video dropped, and it had everybody talking. So here's where things really started heating up. Apparently, Remy was at a fur coat boutique filming a little promo clip with the store owner, but internet detectives wasted no time jumping on it. People noticed that same store owner popped up in another video with Papoose, wearing the exact same outfit on the exact same day. That's when everyone instantly connected the dots, saying, oh, so they were together. And you know, once the internet gets a clue, it's over. People started dissecting every frame. Then it got even messier. Some sharp-eared fans swore they could actually hear Pap's voice in the background of Remy's shopping video. That's when it hit people. Papoose wasn't spending the holidays with their daughter like everyone thought. Nope, he was allegedly out shopping with Remy, splurging on her instead. The internet went wild trying to make sense of it all. Now people can't seem to decide on one storyline. Is Pap really broke with no cash to his name, or is he secretly spending Claressa's money on Remy behind her back? Which one is it? Because if it's true that Pap negotiated Claressa's $8 million deal and pocketed a $1.6 million cut, well, suddenly all those luxury shopping trips start to make sense. And let's be honest, that would also explain why he told Claressa he was spending Christmas with his mom while conveniently skipping the part where he was allegedly out mingling with Remy. All this after the two publicly claimed they were done and getting divorced over a year ago? And by the way, whatever happened to that Philly block captain dude Remy was linked to? Haven't heard a peep about that lately either. So maybe that whole situation with the Philly guy fizzled out, or maybe something behind the scenes went left. Either way, it's a little too convenient that Remy is suddenly circling back to Pap after allegedly cheating on him for years with that same man and wrecking her own marriage. The timing feels way too smooth. Now back to that shopping trip is what really got folks talking. Out of nowhere, Remy walks out of that fur coat shop and, surprise, surprise, there's a camera crew waiting right outside. TMZ or whoever they were just conveniently happened to be there. But come on now, let's not play. Remy didn't look shocked, nervous, or even caught off guard. That moment looked staged. Let's be real clear. Paparazzi don't just randomly pop up at a small store with perfect timing to film a rapper unless somebody made that call. That's why people online are saying this whole thing is starting to look like a setup, some scheme plotted by Tide type energy. It's giving PR stunt, not coincidence. Then, Remy goes and does this mini on-camera moment, letting the world know how amazing her co-parenting situation is with Pap, her still legally married husband, by the way. Maybe she's content staying in that blurred, complicated zone because according to Pap's past accusations, she's living her best life, seeing whoever she wants, men or women, and still keeping Pap close enough to call when it benefits her. And the wild part, she wants the public to see that. That's exactly the picture she wanted to paint for the paparazzi, that she's got Pap wrapped around her finger, still showing up every time she calls. It's the classic, I still got him energy. And that's why that whole little store moment felt fake from start to finish. I don't got no problems, she says. I call, he come. And that right there told us everything. And this right here is exactly why I keep saying Remy and Pap are both playing in Claressa's face. Remy's moves are loud and intentional. She's clearly trying to send a message to Claressa, basically saying, yeah, we might be separated, but don't forget, we're still legally married. And that's why I tell young women every single time, don't ever get wrapped up with someone who's still legally tied to somebody else, because no matter what story he's feeding you, 9 times out of 10, it's a lie. And the price you'll pay for getting caught up in that mess later is way too high. Second, Remy's showing the world that she still has pull over Pap. She's making it crystal clear she can make it move, jump, or show up whenever she wants. And third, if she really decided she wanted him back right now, she could probably have him, just like that. And honestly, a lot of folks already believe that's what's happening, that they're secretly back dealing with each other behind the scenes. And to make it sting even worse, she's doing all this right out in the open, walking around, flaunting it, making sure Claressa sees every bit of it. She's basically saying, whatever money Pap got from Claressa's deal, I'm enjoying it too. That's the message she's sending loud and clear. And Claressa, this is why I said back in 2024 that getting involved with these messy, complicated people was a bad move from day one. I would never tell a woman, especially one with no kids, no baggage, and everything to lose, to step into something this toxic. It's a losing game. And to be real, this ain't just about Claressa. It's a warning for every woman watching. Claressa probably ain't gonna listen right now because she's surrounded by people who don't tell her the truth. Her mama can't really advise her. She's not equipped for this level of mess. The women in her circle either don't know better, don't care, or they're staying quiet because they benefit from her confusion. Some of them want her distracted so they can keep cashing checks, and the rest are just too scared to tell her the truth. Nobody around is keeping it real, and that's exactly how she ended up caught in this circus. That's not me hating. I can tell the truth without it coming from a bad place because I know what I'm talking about here. And ladies, please take this as a serious lesson. Don't be the Claressa in your own story. When you're a winner but surround yourself with losers, eventually you start losing too. It's not about arrogance, it's about energy. You can't level people up who were never meant to stand next to you in the first place. They didn't grind like you did. They didn't sacrifice like you did. And deep down, they don't deserve the same elevation. You're not pulling them up, you're letting them drag you down. And I hate that for Claressa, I really do, because I know how hard she's worked to reach this level. She earned everything the long way. Nothing was handed to her. In a sport where you stand alone, every win and loss is yours to carry. She's proven herself again and again, and that's why watching her get caught up in this mess feels so painful. But let's call it what it is. If she keeps taking losses behind a married man who still hasn't divorced his wife, then that's on her too. Because at the end of the day, she walked right into a situation she had no business touching. She joined a whole circle of baby mamas, sister wives, and recycled drama when she already built a life through focus and discipline to avoid being part of that chaos. It's like watching a champion willingly sit down at the wrong table when she earned a seat in an entirely different room. And Claressa heard this clearly. You don't have to have the same story you see around you. Just because you've seen other black women settle for this chaos doesn't mean you have to repeat that cycle. You're supposed to break it. Meanwhile, let's be real, Pap ain't losing nothing here. He never had much to lose to begin with. He's gaining exposure, access, and attention off Claressa's name. And Remy, she's not losing nothing either because she's been living off drama so long she's immune to taking L's. It's Claressa who's risking it all while they both sit back and benefit from her shine. And let's keep it real, nobody's really checking for Remy's music anymore. She's not booking big tours, her shows aren't selling out, and that little rap battle content she's been pushing online is not hitting the numbers people pretend it is. So at this point, both of them are surviving off Claressa's shine. And this right here is exactly why I always say, don't ever deal with a married man, no matter what sweet story he sells you, because 9 times out of 10, it's straight lies. Even if he actually goes through with divorcing his wife for you, don't think you're getting no fairy tale ending out of that. Nah, the universe doesn't work like that. The bill for that kind of situation always comes due, and when it does, it's got your name on it. You either pay now or pay later, but karma's collecting either way. And in Claressa's case, she's paying for it right now, in full. The embarrassment, the public humiliation, the disrespect, it's all piling up. Some of it's coming directly from them, and some of it's self-inflicted because she keeps fighting online trying to prove everybody wrong. Then after all that Christmas drama, Claressa pops up on social media again, smiling with Pap and ringing in the new year like nothing happened. Girl, I can't. At some point, you gotta hang it up and walk away. Cut your losses before this mess eats away at everything you've built. Whatever you do, don't permanently tie yourself to this man, especially not by doing something reckless like getting pregnant by another woman's husband. Because while she's out here acting like it's all over, there's already quiet talk of Remy and Pap reconciling. And the way they was just spotted out shopping together is giving divorce canceled energy, loud and clear. So yeah, it's obvious. They both playing Claressa right now, caught up in this messy little scheme set up by Tide kind of situation. But at the same time, Claressa's not a total victim here either. Accountability matters more than sympathy because she walked into this drama with her eyes open. She chose it, and now she's the one carrying the consequences. She was never supposed to be tangled up in this situation to begin with, but hey, here we are. It's wild, messy, and honestly hard to watch unfold. Claressa had everything going for her, yet somehow she ended up caught in this drama that should have never touched her name. But I digress. Let's go ahead and get this conversation started. What you think about this whole situation? Drop your thoughts down below because this story keeps getting crazy about a day. And don't forget, like, share, and subscribe to Star Watch for more tea, updates, and real talk you won't hear anywhere else.